Hello and welcome to Yoga in the Park at Doncaster in Ste Adele. I'm Jodie, your guide for the yoga class this morning. And I'm going to guide you in pranayama. So relax on your back if you like. If your low back is uncomfortable, feel free to bend your knees or put a cushion underneath your knees. Relax your shoulders back and down away from your ears. If your hands are down on the earth, turn the palms up towards the sun. Good, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, make a sigh. Again, inhale, exhale with a sigh, and a third and final time. Take a deep breath in, and exhale with a sigh. So one of the most important things that you can do while you're practicing yoga is to really stay in the present moment. So just notice whatever it is you are thinking about right now. And as you exhale, imagine one thought leaving the body with your exhalation. So even if you're not here with us in the park, really, also, you can let your mind just slow down. Right now, the only thing that's really important is that you're feeling good and comfortable, and that you're thinking just about your breath and your wellness. And remind yourself, if those thoughts come back every once in a while, remind yourself, tell your thoughts that you can think about them afterwards. Right now, the only important thing is that you're breathing to your maximum. So again, inhale, we're going to stretch the belly up towards the sky. Exhale, press your belly button in towards your spine. And you're going to notice that as your mind slows down, your breath slows down as well. At the same time, we want to make sure that our breath is very fluid. So it's normal if you feel a little pause at the top of the inhalation or after the exhalation. But otherwise, let your breath be slow and fluid. Now your breath should be very long, slow, fluid, and deep. Notice the rising and falling of your belly with each breath in and out. So usually in yoga, we're breathing in and out through the nose. We're going to start using the Ujjayi breath. So we do this by contracting the larynx just a tiny bit. And once you do this, you're going to notice a sound being produced by your breath. So now we inhale through the nose and then exhale through the mouth. So you're going to notice this sound is kind of like a wave. And you can imagine an energetic kind of wave going in and out of the body with the breath. So as you inhale, imagine the wave of the breath coming in, bringing you in all the positive energy around you. And when you exhale, imagine the wave of the breath leaving, and it's taking out all of the negative emotions and feelings with it. So again, inhale, notice all of the good energy coming in. And as we exhale, imagine sending out anything that holds us back and that we don't need any longer. Another way of doing this is imagining a ball of energy at the base of the spine. As you inhale, you can imagine it coming up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, imagine all of the energy is going down towards the earth. So notice that you're becoming more energetic as you inhale, And we feel more calm as we exhale. So you're going to feel that support of the earth under you. So now we're going to start including the 3-part breath. Don't worry if this takes you a little bit of time to learn. Just do whatever you can this morning. So to make the 3-part breath, we divide our inhalations and exhalation in 3 parts. So we take the first third of the inhalation from the belly. The second third opens the rib cage to the side, and the last part lifts the heart up to the sky. As we exhale, the heart sinks down, the rib cage moves in, and then the belly button moves in towards the spine. So again, we inhale through the belly, the belly, the rib cage, and then the heart. And then as we exhale, the heart, the rib cage, and then the belly button comes back in. Remember, it's always your breath that guides the movement. And as you practice, notice it gets easier and easier. Now also, depending on the physical shape of your skeleton, some people notice that it's easier to breathe out of one part of the body than the other. But with practice, that also unblocks and it'll be easier and easier. If you ever happen to lose your place, don't worry at all. Just come back and start from the beginning. Inhaling through the stomach, the rib cage, and the heart. And as you exhale, the heart, the rib cage, and then the belly. As we breathe like this, you're going to notice it forms a type of wave in the body OC. And you can almost feel like your diaphragm is coming in to massage the organs with this type of breath. Now as you exhale, let go of that 3-part breath and just start breathing naturally through the belly, nice and deeply. So you want to feel that your belly reaches up as you inhale and comes back down as you exhale. Now, lie down on your back, bring your knees in towards your belly, and put your hands on your knee. Hands on your knees. As you exhale, bring the knees in towards your belly, and as you inhale, let the knees move away from your belly. So it's a small movement that's going to help our low back and our hips open up for the morning. This is also excellent for the digestive system. Again, it kind of massages our internal organs. Excellent. Come back to center and let your arms float down to the earth in a T position with the palms facing up towards the sky. Now as you exhale, let the knees come down nice and slowly towards the right side. Allow your knees and your feet to rest down on the ground and turn your head slightly to the left. Now notice where you're feeling the tension in your back, and then place the knees in the angle that you need to help alleviate that tension. Good. Once you find the perfect angle, just relax your hips, relax your low back. You don't have to force or move at all. Just let the body melt down and start concentrating in on your breath. You're going to notice in the twists, especially on your back, you can breathe so nice and deeply, and you'll feel your rib cage on the left side lift up towards the sky. And then when we exhale, just let everything melt back down towards the floor. Good. Take a deep breath in. And exhale nice and deeply. Let the breath do all of the work for you. Very good. Contract your abdominals and inhale to bring your knees back to center. As you exhale, let the knees come down towards the left side. And again, think back. Notice where the tensions are in your back, and then place the angle for your knees according to your tensions. Good. Relax your back, relax your hips. Turn your head slightly towards the right. Remember, always in comfort. We don't want to feel any pain. Good. Let your muscles relax down towards the earth. And now the only thing that you really need to remember is important is the breath again. Good. Inhale and exhale to your maximum. Notice all of the feelings you have in your body at this moment. Good. As you exhale, come back to your back and place your feet to the ground with your knees bent. Now as you inhale, lift your right leg up, and you can either hold on to the back of your leg or the back of the thigh with your fingers interlaced. Try not to place your hands on the back of the knee because that blocks the circulation. So ideally, we want to straighten the knee. Sometimes we have to lift the head up, and that's fine as well. Good. Press your heel up. And as you exhale, pull the legs slightly in towards the body. You really want to feel the stretch in the hamstrings. So in yoga, what's so important is to notice what your limit is. So you always want to think about feeling a nice stretch, but again, you don't go so far that you don't hurt yourself. One of the reasons why I do this is that we don't want in deep stretches that the muscles contract. And notice through the cycle of your breath, if your hamstrings start to open, you might be able to bring your leg in further towards your body as you exhale. Little millimeter by millimeter. Remember how thick the hamstrings are, so it really takes time to stretch them out. It's really important to do this though, because when your hamstrings are nice and flexible, you'll notice that your hips and your low back feel much more free. Now, if you're able to, hold on to your big toe with the first two fingers of your right hand. If that's hard for you, notice if you can hold on to the side of your right leg, wherever is comfortable again. Now, as we exhale, we're going to press the left hip down to the ground and open the right leg towards the right. So really relax the inside of your thigh. Go nice and slowly as you open the legs up. And when you feel the inner thigh contract, just go back a few millimeters. You always want to feel a stretch, but what works the best with your brain is to really make sure that it trusts how you're moving. So the least amount of pain, the best. Now just make sure that your left side of the body is still in contact with the mat. And you'll notice if your core and the left side of your body is anchored, the right leg will feel more free to stretch. Good. Inhale, bring the leg back to center. And again, interlace your fingers behind the ankle or behind the thigh, whatever feels good for you. Flex your foot and press the heel upwards. pull in on your leg until you feel a nice stretch. So this time, we're gonna really look in for particular tensions. And we're gonna start rocking the leg just slightly, maybe 5 centimeters or so, to one side and the other. So we exhale to move it slowly towards the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, swing it maybe 5 centimeters towards the left. And then come back to center. Now keep paying attention to all those feelings you have in the back of the leg. And when you find the angle that has the most tension, hold your leg steady there. Make sure that your leg is still straight and the foot is flexed. And then exhale, pull the leg in the same angle where you feel the tension. Again, just to that limit. Keep inhaling and exhaling to your maximum. And keep working slowly for your own wellness. Good, bend your knees and press the foot down to the earth. Good, now we're gonna go to the other side. Inhale, lift the left leg up, interlace the fingers. Keep pulling the legs slowly in towards the body. Relax your shoulders. Again, straighten the knee, flex your foot, stretch the heel up towards the sky. And as you exhale, again, pull the leg in towards the body. Take a moment to relax your shoulders and your arms so that you feel the weight of your arms, and there's even less work to do because the gravity is going to work for you. Remember, your body and mind are so wise. Your body knows exactly what you need to be doing. And your body will start sending you messages of what to do. So just pay attention. Good. Now interlace your fingers around the big left toe, or hold on to the outside of the ankle, the calf, or the thigh. Glue your right hip to the floor, and then exhale. Let your left leg go down towards the left. So oftentimes we're looking to recreate the same angle as the other side, but it's not the angle the important. Compare the sensation. Don't judge at all if one hip is better than the other. It doesn't mean that at all. Just completely relax into the posture and let the sensation guide the angle. So whenever you do need, feel free to look up at the images. But honestly, it helps a lot when we close our eyes to practice yoga so that our sensations can really pick up what's happening. Again, inhale, lift your leg up. And then exhale. Let the leg sink down a little bit more towards the left. Good. Inhale, bring the leg back to the center. Interlace the fingers behind the ankle, the calf, or the thigh. Flex your foot. Make sure your leg is straight. And then again, one more time. Stretch the leg in towards the body. Good. Now start rocking your legs slightly side to side. Inhaling, swinging maybe 5 centimeters to the right. Inhaling back to center. Exhaling, rocking about 5 centimeters towards the other direction. So find the angle that has the most tension and then hold your leg steady there. Then straighten the leg, flex your foot, and as you exhale, pull down on the leg in the same angle. Good. Inhale and exhale to your maximum. Feel all of those tensions leaving your body and the comfort coming back. Good. Exhale, let the hands come down by your sides and let your foot come slowly down to the ground. Very good. Take a moment to readjust your body, making sure that you're feeling aligned. Notice all those feelings of vibrations and stretch, maybe even little itching, whatever it is, just notice what you feel. Now bring your knees in towards your belly and notice if you're able to hold on to the outside of the feet in happy baby posture. If that's not very convenient for you, place your hands behind your knees and still just keep your knees open. The important thing is to stay as comfortable as possible. Relax your shoulders, relax your arms. Good, relax. And as you'll notice, the arms will start pulling your feet down towards the earth. If you're comfortable, feel free to pull down on the feet and just keep breathing. That's excellent. Good. Relax your arms. Start turning towards the right side. And then let the left hand push towards the ground to help bring us to a seated position. All right. I don't know about you, but I already feel more comfortable. Good. If you're comfortable with crossed leg, that's great. Roll the thigh backwards. If you're noticing you're having some tension in the low back, sit up on a block or a cushion. This helps us straighten out the spine. It really just depends on how flexible in your hip area. Slightly lift your heart. Let the shoulders sink down. Let your chin sink down towards your throat so you feel the length of your neck in the back. And at the same time, you want to feel the little spaces between your vertebrae. So you want to notice, you want to feel as if somebody's pulling up on the crown of your head. Good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let your chin sink down towards your chest. So again, we want to make very natural movements. And we're just relaxing the neck so that the weight of your head relieves all the tension on its own. Many of us have tons of tension in the neck and the shoulders. So take your time to relax the neck and then start your half circles by inhaling towards one shoulder. Exhaling, bring the chin down to center. Inhaling towards the other shoulder. Exhaling down to center. So we're going to make a few different repetitions here. Remember, you don't want to feel like you're forcing anything. And you'll notice that with the repetitions, it becomes much more comfortable. If it's comfortable, start making full circles with the neck. Take all of your inhalation to make a half circle and all of the exhalation to make the other half of the circle. So that's very good, and you can come back to your center. Put the cushion to the side if you have one. Inhale, lift your hands up, interlace your fingers, and then press the palms up towards the sky. Keep pressing up through the hands, and imagine creating lots of spaces through your rib cage. Take a deep breath in and keep trying to stretch up further towards the sky. Now as you exhale, lean forward and relax your hands. Place your hands wherever they're comfortable. Relax your low back, just that to start with. You don't need any type of muscular strength here. We're gonna let the body to start naturally healing with gravity and our own body weight. And you'll notice the more you relax, the deeper the effect. Keep relaxing your shoulders and your elbows as well. And that way you're not holding your weight up. Relax your hips. And start taking deep belly breaths. So as you inhale, you might feel like you're lifting up a little bit in the posture. And as you exhale, you might come down a little bit more with the gravity. Very good. Walk your hands back in towards your body and then bring them right back beside your hips. Now as you inhale, lift the left hand and place it on your right ear. Exhale, let the left ear sink towards the left shoulder. We have a few different muscles on this side of the neck. So you want to make sure you're feeling a nice stretch on the side of your neck. You can notice if you move your chin a little bit, you might find a different angle that has tension. Remember, we're all shaped differently. We all have different tensions. And what's important is to find your way. If you feel like you need to have a deeper stretch, press your right shoulder towards the earth. So you can imagine that's a straight line from the outside of the right shoulder to the crown of the head, and imagine stretching out in the two directions. Remember, you always work in comfort, and this is a place where we do hold enormous amount of stress and tension. So take your time to release the tension by working on your limit. Excellent. Inhale, lift up the head and the hand. Exhale, let the hand come down to the earth. Other side. Inhale, the right hand up. Exhale, we're going to put it down on the left ear and let the right ear sink towards the right shoulder. Again, take the moment to find the angle that you need to work with in this very moment. It can change from day to day. So always take time to examine your needs. Good, so keep taking deep breaths, but try to concentrate on taking deep breaths from the upper part of the sternum. Excellent. Good. Inhale, lift the hand and the head up. Exhale, let the hand come back down to the ground. Now we're going to come up onto our knees. If your knees are sensitive, it'll help you a lot if you fold your mat a few times. It'll give you a little bit of a cushion for the knees. From here, We're going to make a little pelvic tilt by letting the tailbone go down towards the earth and the pubic bone lifts up slightly. Relax your shoulders. Inhale, lift the right hand up enough that your rib cage lifts. And then exhale, slide your left hand down your left thigh to come into crescent moon. Relax your head, relax your neck, and keep taking deep breaths. And we're so lucky to be here practicing in the park today with all these big trees and the beautiful oxygen. So again, inhale, feel all of that new oxygen coming in. And exhale, feel all the old and stagnant coming out. Good. Now slide your left hand back to your left heel. Feel free to tuck your toes under if you need to. Press the hips forward, and then we're going to make big arms with the big circles with the right arm. Work in coordination with your breath. We inhale towards the sky and exhale to move the arm towards the ground. Change the directions. And again, always work on your limit, tracing the mobility. Good. Relax your arm. Contract your abdominals. Inhale, bring yourself back to center. Good. You might feel a little bit unbalanced now since we've just stretched out one side. So you're going to work with the other side. Inhale. Lift the left hand up. Exhale. Slide the right hand down the right thigh. And again, we're coming into crescent moon. Relax your neck. And notice if one side is more flexible than the other. And remember, the breath is always your most important element. So we're inhaling and exhaling deeply. Excellent. Now slide your right hand back to your right heel. Remember, you can always tuck your toes under too if that helps. Press your hips forwards. And then again, we're going to make those big circles with the left arm this time. Good. Change directions. Very good. Now, if you're feeling comfortable and flexible, you can place both hands on your heels. If that's too intense for your low back, just place your hands on your low back and press the hips forward to look up towards the sky. If you're comfortable, let your head roll backwards. Good. Press your shoulder blades together too if that's comfortable for you. And take a few deep breaths in and out. Good. Inhale, lift the head up. Relax your arms. And we're going to unroll our mat so that we can relax for a moment in child's postures. So you want to bend your knees, let your hips come down to your heels. Let your feet come down by your sides. So your hands can either be by your feet or in front of your head, whatever feels better. So this is a great posture for relaxing the low back. It's also nice for the digestive system. And you'll notice that we come back to our natural breathing quickly in child's pose. Now come to lie down on your stomach. And when you stretch your legs out, when we're lying on our stomach, we want to turn our toes towards the inside. And then bring your forehead down to the mat. Stretch your right arm forward and the left hand back by your hip. Bend your left knee and hold onto your left foot with the left hand. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, press your foot backwards. You're going to feel your quadricep really working here. Remember, it's the foot that's going backwards. I see some people who make mistakes by bending the elbow. It's really the opposite. You want to keep your elbow straight and have the leg pressing backwards. You don't have to help with your arm at all. Excellent. As you exhale, you can bring the head down to the mat. And then we're going to press the heel to the center of the left buttock. Some people might already be feeling a nice stretch here. If you haven't found much of a stress now, press your left hip bone down towards the ground. Good. Keep taking deep breaths in and out. Again, relax all the muscular force and then slide your left foot just a little bit outside of the left hip and then press the foot ever so slightly down towards the earth. Notice how this opens the area around the sacrum and around your knees. Good. As you exhale, let the foot come down. Bring the left hand forward, bend the right knee, and then hold on to the right foot with the right hand. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Press your right foot backwards. Sometimes you notice here that your knee lifts up, your shoulder lifts up. And you'll notice this is a great opening for the front of the body. You'll especially notice it in your quadricep. Now as you exhale, let the knee come down towards the floor and then press your right heel towards the center of your right buttock. If you're not finding your stretch, press your right hip down towards the earth. Good. Keep breathing. Very good. Relax the leg and then let the right foot slide to a little bit to the outside of the hip. Good. Press just ever so slightly for the foot and make sure that you're not feeling any type of pain around your knee or around your sacrum. Our point here, our goal here is to take tension away, not to put it into the body. Good, now bring the foot back to the center. Bend the other knee and hold on to both feet with both hands. Good. Inhale. And as you exhale, press both feet into both hands to come into the bow posture. Good. Keep deep breathing. Good. Now as we exhale, we'll come down slowly onto our stomach. Let your forehead come down towards the mat. Take in a few deep breaths and let the breath slow down again. Sometimes when we're in the more strenuous postures, we forget to take those deep breaths, so bring it back. Perfect. Now roll back onto your back. Leave lots of space between your ears and your shoulders. Make sure your hips are comfortable. Keep your knees bent and keep your feet wider than your yoga mat. Good. So you want to feel this stretch on the outside of the hip. As you exhale, bring your right knee down towards the mat. The left leg will be stable. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, let the left knee come down towards the center. Inhale, bring it back towards the ups. So again, you always work at your own rhythm. And remember to isolate one leg against the other. so that you really focus on the attachments in the hips. So again, as we notice, we're able to really focus in and find our own tensions and relieve them. If you're finding that your knee comes down easily to the mat, feel free to push your hip up when you let the knee come down. Now walk your feet back in towards hip distance apart. Bring your elbows nice and tight in against your rib cage. Bend the elbows so the palms are facing one another. Stretch your fingers one away from the other. So as you exhale, press your feet towards the mat, your elbows against the mat, and then walk the elbows towards the inside. So continue pressing your feet to the earth. Interlace your fingers under the back and keep pressing your feet against the mat for bridge posture. Breathe slowly. Good. Release your hands, open the shoulder blades, and come down one vertebrae at a time. Once your hips are down to the mat, again, notice how you're feeling around your back. Good. Inhale. And as you exhale, stretch your arms out in T position and cross your right leg over the left. As you exhale, let the knees come down slowly to the left. Wherever it's comfortable for you. You should also turn your head slightly towards the right. Inhale and exhale to your maximum. Now, when we let go of that muscular work, we can really concentrate on the breath. So you're going to notice that as you inhale, the ribs move. Maybe even the right shoulder is going to move. And then exhale. You're going to notice everything sinking down to the ground. Good. Press your belly button in towards center. Bring your knees to center. And then let the right foot come to the ground. Inhale. Cross the left knee over the right. Exhale to let the knees come down towards the right side. And turn your head gently towards the left. Relax your low back. And concentrate on the breath. Inhale to maximum. Exhale to your maximum. Let your whole body sink down towards the earth as you exhale. Very good. Now we're going to activate our abdominal muscles to inhale and lift the knees to center, and exhale to let the left foot come down to the earth. Good. Now, bring your feet together and let the knees just rest to the sides. We want to think about relaxing the interior of the thighs. Bring your hands down by your sides, turning the palms up towards the sky. Make sure your shoulder blades are tucked down under your back. If you're ever feeling like this is too much, feel free to slide your knees forward and let your feet come down straight on the mat. And now, there's absolutely nothing else that you need to be doing. Let the breath come back to its own body, its own place, its own home. Make sure you relax your toes, your feet, your heels. Relax your inner thighs, your knees, your hamstrings. And notice how when you exhale that the back is getting so heavy that it sinks down to the ground. Relax your shoulders, the elbows, the forearms, the hands. Relax your throat and your neck. Let your jaw open ever so slightly. And when you do that, you're going to notice that your tongue relaxes. Let your eyes become heavier and heavier. Take time to relax even your face so that it feels like if you have any wrinkles that they're sliding backwards towards your mat. During this beautiful moment of relaxation, notice how you're feeling. Notice all the changes that you have made since now in the beginning of the class. Take time to thank yourself for looking after your wellness and your health. And slowly start bringing your consciousness into your body. And when you're ready, come into a seated posture. Bring your hands to your heart in prayer, and we'll chant Om to end the class. So take a deep breath in. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks again. Have a great day. Namaste.